Okay, guys. Hi there. My name is Stephanie, and I teach digital arts at one of the local high schools. So, in trying to find a new form of technology that would apply to my classroom and to others, one of the first things I thought about was infographics. That is an assignment that each one of my students have to complete for their standards. For those of you that are not familiar with infographics, it's kind of a cross between a research paper and a chart. So I found this really cool app called Piktochart that makes it a little easier on the students to produce something that's pretty professional. So it is free. There are some things that you can add on to it if you do want to purchase the premium, but there's quite a few bells and whistles just for the free stuff. So you do have to sign up for it, but what you're looking at currently is the dashboard. There's several preset options that you have going down through here. But what I'm going to start with is I'm going to go with the blank. I do stuff like this frequently in my class because I use the Adobe Creative Suite. So we talk about Photoshop and things like that. There are some similarities to some of those programs. Along the left side, you have the panels going down through here and the tools. And most of these are available to you for free. If you start at the top, you've got your graphics. If graphics are going to work for me, here we go. And you click on it and you've got shapes. And I noticed that some of the colors are not available in the free version. But if you come back to the main and you choose different individual ones, you've got animals, things like that, there are multiple colors to them. So say you were creating an infographic that compared and contrasted cats and dogs. What I first spotted was this green paw print that you could pull in here on screen, have in the middle, and then you've got this cute little cat on one side and the dog on the other. Now, you can scale them out and stretch them and balance them. So you're also dealing with the design components, which is what I teach in my class. So you have the cats and the dogs on either side, which is a pretty good start to pull off these graphics. Now, there's all different kinds of categories that you can go down through. There's tons of graphics that you can use, tons of preset stuff. And this is going to give the kids a good head start on that. So those are your shapes and icons. If you just click this little arrow right here, it pops it back up. You've got all kind of connecting lines that you can put in, you can rotate, and you can adjust. You can link different types of data, and I just hit the delete button there. You have photos that you can choose from, some pretty beautiful images that you can add on there. And then photo frames. So a lot of this stuff is pretty intuitive. As you move down the left side, you have different design components. Now this is pretty cool. This is where it's really going to look pretty sophisticated. And you probably noticed just then it said successfully saved. That's something really cool that I like compared to the Adobe Creative Suite, which can be very complex. This is simplified and it saves it for you just like the Google Suite. So going back to this, you have lists, timelines would be awesome. You could use that for a history class. You could use the infographic for any science class. Really, this would apply to any other academic course that you could be in. So if we look at the list right here, say you wanted to pick out, I thought this one was cool looking, you could pull this block in, and then you can see it's over top of stuff, but you can move it around and place it where you want it to go. You just double click to go in here and edit the text and change it to what you want it to be. Now, if you notice, we've got all the options on the left-hand side, but we also have options across the top. In Photoshop, this is called the options menu, right across the top up here. You can change to the various fonts, change the sizes, the alignment. You can link it to different objects. You can arrange moving forward or backwards. Within the inherent image, you can click and you have the rotation tools here where you can stretch and all of that. One of the other things I love about Photoshop is you also have some things where you can flip it back and forth. But if you want to align certain items, let me see if I can get back here to where we were. You can actually change the alignment and align different types of text too. Letter spacing is something that not a lot of these free programs have, but you can actually adjust that, which I think is pretty nice. I teach a lot about using white space and those kind of things. So moving forward, you've got each tool seems to have different options across the top. And then you've got some things like upload. You can upload images. You can set different backgrounds. You can change to the hexadecimal color code, or you can go through here and choose some of the preset ones that they have. There's your text boxes. If you just wanted to delete this and add in different types of text boxes, you've got a bunch of options there. Your color schemes, now this is what I was talking about. Some of the stuff is not free. It says level up. So there are pricing options, and I'm going to click on that to show you. So it comes in, an individual pro is $40. Well, we don't want to have to do that for each one of our kids, but there are so many other things going on that I still think it's a very useful tool. If you click on the tools right here, now this is pretty awesome. I'm going to delete that so we can have a little more room. If you click on the chart, it pops up a spreadsheet. You can actually put data in there, and you have all these different charts that you can choose from. This is huge. This could fall into any class. For my class, one of the things that they do is they actually research personalities and career interest, and they have to provide the percentage of population for which has that same personality, and it's the shortened version of the Myers-Briggs. There's a website called 16 Personalities that we use within the classroom, and so they have to provide a chart showing the different percentages of the population for different personalities. You could see this in any sort of math class, any sort of analysis. Really, like, again, you could apply this to any course within the high school classroom. So that's pretty awesome that they've got that. Maps, I was looking at the different maps that they have here. Geography, put it into geography. You could do a report, science fair projects, all kinds of stuff. You can find videos. You can link it to a video that's in there. Now, if you're wanting a static infographic that can be printed, obviously that wouldn't apply. But if it's something that you're uploading online, again, you see successfully saved visual. If you want something that's going to be interactive, you can convert it into a PowerPoint or something like that that would actually be embedded into a website, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So that's basically all the stuff along the left side. Now, if you look across the top, you've got your preview button, which just shows you everything that's on there without all of the tools on the side. So I'm going to exit back out of that. You have the download option. Now, again, you see level up. So you do have the ability to do PDF and PowerPoint if you were paying for it, but you've got a PNG. And for any of you that don't know, PNGs actually maintain transparency. So you could download that and place that into a PowerPoint, but keep in mind it probably will not have the white background. Even setting it at a normal and medium quality, you're still going to have a pretty decent image. And if you notice here, you can download in blocks. That's what they're referring to as the pages that are on here. So when you set this up along this left side right here, you can go in and you can add a new block, and it basically adds, as you can see, a new page there. I'm not a big fan of that because I would rather just work on one complete canvas, but that may be something that appeals to you guys. I think I deleted the wrong one. So anyway, so after, let's see, so by the way, here's an undo button, so we'll go back. After you finish your image, you can, like I showed you, download it, or you can click on share. When you click on share, after your save image goes away, it's going to generate a link for you. So we're going to say yes, continue, and this is pretty cool. It is even on the free version, it's going to let you copy the link and send it to people. But you can also, if you do say that you want to make the link public, you can embed the code. And I haven't tried this yet, but I believe that you probably should be able to copy that code, and you may very well be able to embed it into a Google site. I'm sure any sort of other web-based program that you would be able to, or website builder, you'd be able to embed it into. So it looks like a pretty awesome tool, and I definitely think that I will be using this year in my classroom. I hope this helps, and I hope that you guys may consider using it. Thanks so much.